Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa Land. Crystals are transforming our lives. Heather Askinosie is with us. She is the founder of Energy Muse. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about how we can use crystals to help break our eliminate electromagnetic fields.
Yes. So a lot of people are becoming more EMF sensitive, and EMFs are those electromagnetic frequencies that that come off our phones, microwaves, our routers at home.
We live in Wi-Fi.
We live in Wi-Fi. And what's happening more and more is people are having problems sleeping, or there's a lot of maybe feeling depressed after they've been in a room all day that has all these EMFs, which is part of our world. But the question now is, how can we neutralize this? How can we have a barrier between us and these frequencies without actually unplugging them all? And although many people are saying and noticing that if you are having trouble sleeping, take a look and see what's in your bedroom. Is there a television? Is your computer? Is there this and that? And what people are finding is the more that they remove these items from the bedroom, they're sleeping better. Because at the end of the day, if we don't get good sleep, then really nothing else matters.
So if we're not in a position to remove all of them, how can we add crystals?
Okay, so so that's where I find Energy Muse has been around for about 18 years, but I've been studying crystals for 27. Before crystals actually were a conversation that we could talk about here. It was always had this kind of very woo-woo, magical energy to it. But there's a lot of science in some of the crystals that I think are very interesting. And one of the crystals, or a stone, is called shungite. And it comes in only one place in the world, and it's Russia. And it's almost 100% carbon. And so there's a very interesting,
right here?
Very
the black stone.
Interesting molecular structure. And if we had a lot of time, we could go into about an hour about the science about it. But what people are finding, and we've been working with this for about 5 years now, is that if you put shungite between you and a device, such as a computer or on a cell phone or on a laptop, it helps to minimize the EMFs. I'm not saying that it's a complete shield, but more and more people are starting to look into this, and science is looking into this. Well, I wish more people in science would look into it. But they are starting to find we need to do some other things to neutralize these things. So one of the really great ways, this is my daughter's cell phone case. So we put a shungite on top of the phone to help to minimize. So these are things that you could stick right on your phone. I like to wear a bracelet that has shungite in it because I'm on the computer and on my laptops all day. So the more that you start becoming more EMF sensitive, and especially in Los Angeles with the 5G, and if you guys don't know about 5G,
it's scary.
Once with all of this stuff, please educate yourself. And it's not like fear tactics, but you know what? We have to educate ourselves because the towers that are going up around here, so here in New York City, it's more
serious.
It is serious. Okay.
What are some of the signs that we could be experiencing symptoms of kind of being overstimulated by electromagnetic?
I don't know what.
Yeah.
So many things.
Trouble sleep, irritability, being completely stressed out. If you look at a lot of the kids nowadays in schools, everyone's stressed out, and there's this kind of frenetic energy, and it's almost as if you can't unwind and you can't get off this treadmill where your mind, and how do you get off your day?
Feeling,
ADD. I think that we'll find more in the future. Hopefully more people will be looking at this, but I do know that I've been talking to a lot of people that were in, Verizon, AT&T. I've talked to a lot of these people, and please educate yourself about this stuff because it is for real. This is impacting our planet, and it's going to become more and more. So what do we do to remedy and to heal? So I mentioned at the beginning, what is about one of my morning routines? Well, what do you do if you want to get back in sync? Wake up with the sunrise and watch the sunset when it goes down, because that doesn't cost a thing, but what it does is it recalibrates your body and helps you bring more dopamine into your system, and that helps you feel better and have that feel good. And when we wake up and we have this energy field where we're feeling better, it makes a difference on our day.
Was there something for you personally? Because we found, especially on the show, is that people generally teach what they had struggles in.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you have struggles in this personally years back, energetically or spiritually?
I think that I'm a researcher, and I am one of these, I probably am the biggest skeptic out there. I'm one of these people that I will try things, but we live in a busy world. I have a business, I'm married, I've got kids, there's a lot going on. And I have to feel good, and I want my energy to be at peak performance. And I have noticed with my kids and with being around and myself that when I'm around a lot of EMFs and I don't have, whether it's nutrition or good sleep or whatever, I'm not working at my optimum performance mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And then who really cares?
And then what? Yeah.
You know, like who cares? So for me, crystals, and been doing this for 27 years now, there is something into the energy of the earth, which is why every ancient civilization since the beginning of time have used this, I call it technology, to work with. If you look back in history, you will always find crystals.
Right. I mean, you could just go for a walk barefoot on the beach. It's one of the
100%.
greatest ways to just recharge from the EMFs and stuff.
And
like
also the silicon in the sand. But yes,
so
100%.
good. I love your work.
Thank you for
Amazing.
sharing your
Thank you, you guys. Thank
So we
you.
want to also make sure that you know that this book is out also.
Yes,
We can
this is
book.
the first book. I have a new book coming out in November, which is called Crystal 365, and it basically teaches you how to work with crystals in 3 minutes or less, taking the overwhelm out of it. And because everyone wants results, what can I do now to start tapping into something within myself to have a better life? And so that's coming out in November.
Amazing.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Please tell
much.
everyone where they can find and follow you.
We are on all social media outlets at Energy Muse.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.